no-nonsense business guides out there. How to Win at the Sport of Business by Mark Cuban. Cuban's journey to success started from humble beginnings, built on sheer hard work, grit, and a burning desire to succeed. If you've ever wondered what it takes to go from broke to billionaire, Cuban lays it all out in this book. From his failures to his triumphs, he gives us a roadmap to winning in the world of business. So if you're ready to take some real actionable advice, let's jump in. The power of relentless hustle. Right off the bat, Cuban tells us that hustle isn't just part of success, it's essential. It's not about money or connections. It's the willingness to outwork and outlearn everyone, he says. For Cuban, there was no shortcut to success. He worked hard for every dollar he earned, and he shares some incredible stories about his early days to prove it. Let's start with his first venture, selling trash bags door to door. As a kid, he didn't have much, but he knew he wanted things that his family couldn't afford. Instead of complaining or giving up, he found a way to earn money himself. He went door to door in his neighborhood, selling trash bags, and from that early experience, he learned that if he wanted something, he had to go out there and make it happen. In his 20s, when he was dead broke, Cuban still believed in his dream. He talks about how he had to crash on the floor, barely scraping by on peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. He was relentless, picking up every bit of knowledge he could. Sweat equity is the best equity, he says, meaning that the effort you put in is often worth more than any initial investment. For Cuban, hard work isn't just about putting in hours, it's about making every minute count. Learning from failure, the road to success isn't straight. One of the most surprising things about Mark Cuban is his attitude toward failure. In a world where we're taught to fear mistakes, Cuban embraces them. He says, failures are just mile markers on the road to success. Rather than getting discouraged by rejection, Cuban sees every failure as a stepping stone. Take his first job in software sales. Cuban was fired from his job at a PC store after closing a big sale. Why? Because he didn't open the store that morning. Rather than seeing it as a dead end, Cuban took this as an opportunity to start his own business, Micro Solutions. That failure turned out to be a blessing in disguise because it pushed him to build a business that would eventually be worth millions. He has another great quote about failure. Every no you hear is one step closer to a yes. Cuban believes that persistence and resilience are more important than talent. If you're able to learn from every no and see each rejection as an opportunity to improve, then success becomes inevitable. For Cuban, the key is to take the lessons, not the losses. In his words, in the sport of business, you only have to be right once. Focus on what you do best. Play to your strengths. Cuban's third big lesson is about focus. He warns us not to spread ourselves too thin. Play to your strengths. Don't try to be something you're not, he says. This advice is especially valuable in today's world, where we're often told to be multi-skilled and versatile. For Cuban, success came from identifying what he was good at and diving deep into that. He talks about his journey into technology. Cuban didn't start out with a background in tech, but he taught himself programming because he saw an opportunity. Rather than trying to do everything, he focused on mastering one thing, understanding software and computers. It was this focus that eventually led him to create Micro Solutions, the company that launched his career. Cuban says, it doesn't matter if it's sales, marketing, or technology. Focus on what you do best and go all in. By sticking to his strengths and not wasting time on things he wasn't skilled in, Cuban was able to stand out and offer something unique. It's a valuable lesson for anyone trying to succeed today. Find your niche, get great at it, and let the rest go. Lifelong learning. Stay ahead by staying informed. If there's one thing Cuban is passionate about, it's learning. He believes that knowledge is the ultimate competitive advantage. I don't care if you're the smartest person in the room. If you're not learning something new, you're already falling behind, he says. Cuban is a huge advocate of self-education. He constantly taught himself new skills, even reading software manuals cover to cover to stay informed. Cuban shares that he didn't have a formal education in tech, but he learned programming to be more valuable to clients. He put in countless hours, staying up late and teaching himself things he knew would help him stand out. His motto, Sweat equity is the best equity, is about the value of putting in time to learn skills that are unique and useful. For Cuban, each new thing you learn adds to your equity, your personal value. He encourages us to be students of the game, always looking for opportunities to grow. Whether it's learning a new language, a software program, or a business strategy, Cuban believes that the best investment you can make is in yourself. Innovation and adaptability always find a way to be better. Cuban's success story isn't just about hard work, it's also about staying innovative. He says if you're not the first or the best, find a way to be better. In business, he believes that you need to stay ahead of the curve. He learned this early in his career when he invested in streaming technology with Broadcast.com, a decision that paid off when Yahoo bought it for billions. His message is clear: if you're not innovating, you're falling behind. Cuban reminds us that industries are always changing, and if you're not willing to adapt, you'll get left behind. He warns against getting too comfortable, saying that the moment you feel secure, you're already losing ground. In today's rapidly evolving world, Cuban's approach is more relevant than ever. He advises entrepreneurs to always be on the lookout for new trends and to find ways to stay relevant. In his words, innovate or become obsolete. Scene 6, Customer First, the key to long-term success. Another vital part of Cuban's philosophy is focusing on the customer. Treat your customers like they own you, because they do, he says. For Cuban, success is built on a solid customer base. He shares that he always prioritized customer satisfaction, whether he was selling software or managing the Dallas Mavericks. He tells the story of how he would go above and beyond for his clients, even if it meant working long hours or solving their problems on the spot. He credits this customer-first approach with building loyalty and trust, which in turn fueled his businesses. Cuban believes that your customers are your most valuable asset, and if you treat them right, they'll drive your success. This focus on the customer is a reminder that, in the end, business is about people. Cuban's advice is timeless. If you take care of your customers, they'll take care of you. Embrace competition. Mark Cuban often compares business to sports, calling it the ultimate competitive game. For him, having a competitive mindset is essential. He believes that just like in sports, winning in business requires daily dedication, a strong strategy, and the determination to beat the competition. One of his most memorable quotes is, "In business, there's no 10-second delay on the scoreboard, no timeouts, it's all on you." Cuban believes that, just like in a game, you need to bring your best every single day. He warns that the competition is always out there, so you have to stay sharp and motivated. For Cuban, every day is a new opportunity to win in business. He encourages us to approach our goals with the same intensity and focus as athletes on the field. In his world, business isn't just about making money, it's about playing to win. In How to Win at the Sport of Business, Mark Cuban doesn't just give advice, he hands you a playbook. It's about hustle, resilience, and focusing on what truly matters. He says, it's not in the dreaming, it's in the doing. Cuban's journey is proof that if you're willing to work hard, learn from your mistakes, and stay adaptable, success is within reach. So whether you're just starting out or looking to take your career to the next level, remember Cuban's words: success isn't a straight line. It's a long, winding road, but if you stay focused and keep pushing, you'll get there. Thanks for watching the History Teller 369. I hope this dive into Mark Cuban's journey inspires you to go after your goals. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let us know what book or figure you'd like us to cover next. Remember, every day is a chance to win, so go out there and take it.